What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Dat Talk Podcast. I'll go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-host with me.
It's your boy, Mr. Too Many Reasons to explain why my name is Too Many Reasons. Easy.
Yeah. How you doing today, man? How your day going, man?
Man, they good, man. You feel me? They good, man. I'm really on this being a father high.
Okay.
So, you feel me? The kids is back.
Okay.
From their long hiatus of being away.
Summer's over.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking. It's already been a fun weekend with them being back, just getting back into the groove. I feel like it's small things as a parent that you miss. And like last night, I had that moment where I got up and I go in there, I'm checking their room, and they in their sleep. I kind of miss that. So those little things, man.
Little things of being a father. That's dope, man. That's dope, man.
Excited about all that.
Yeah, man, I had a cool little weekend though. I enjoyed my
weekend. Man, you was out in these
San Diego, all that good
streets.
To all the fam, before we get into the trenches of getting this work done, man. But I had to go see the fam, got to see some friends, had a good time. Hey, you know what I noticed, man? COVID don't exist in San Diego. It don't. Everybody and their mama was out there with no mask, just chilling at the beach, just chilling. I mean, straight mask off type vibes.
They on their future.
They on their future. Future is mask up. It's mask up. No. They mask off. Mask off. No mask at all. Running around, just like COVID don't exist, man. So I'm convinced. You go to San Diego, ain't no COVID out there. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell because there was so many people with no mask. But shout out to San Diego. It was a good time. It seemed like all the workers had masks except for the people. So that don't make no sense, man. All the workers got masks at their jobs, and everybody that's in there coming in there with no mask. That's crazy. It was unbelievable to me. But anyway, on to today's show. We got a great show for y'all today. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about these Washington football team.
Washington?
Yeah, because that's their new team name right now, as of right now. And then we're going to be talking about training camp, man. But before we get into training camp, let's talk about this Washington football team. Like, what is that? Y'all, they did so much deliberating and going back and forth to say we're going to fix this to come out with Washington football team.
Yeah, I think, or is it the Washington Football Club, or is this team? Is what the Washington?
I think it was. I thought it was football team, the Washington Football Team or Washington Football Club. It was one of the two, but Washington Football Club and Washington Football Team. You took that long to come up with that?
Yeah. So according to Ron Rivera, they felt that they didn't have the right marketing, and they wanted to have enough time to do the marketing and promote it the right way. And they felt like this name was general enough to surpass for right now.
General? It don't look like they put in the effort.
Come on. When has Dan Snyder ever put in effort into the Washington team?
Hold up. Oh, shots fired, bang, bang. That's crazy. Hey, man, Washington, get it together, man. Y'all got to get it together for real, though. Washington Football Club, come on, man.
It should be Washington Magic Cities, baby, or something.
You and Lou Will about to be best friends talking about fatherhood. You talking about Magic City and all them other places, man. You over there exposing yourself, man. Oh, man. But Washington got to get it together, man. Hey, figure it out. Just figure that thing out. But the big news of today, man, is the NFL has started training camp.
Yeah, man. I've been seeing rookies been reporting, getting their new gear done. A lot of NFL signings because, there ain't nobody been around. So the rookies start seeing all these rookie deals getting done.
Right.
Yeah, man, this is an exciting time. The Players Association and the NFL, came to some kind of agreement on rules and protocols that's being set in place, and obviously the players are kind of backing it. So Yeah, man, it sounds like we're about to be able to go. And I'm excited.
I'm not excited because I don't think it's going to be a full go. Because of the protocols and what's in place right now, I feel like there's too many loopholes. You see what happened with the Florida Marlins and the Phillies right now. It went from 4 cases to 14 cases, and they can't even play their games. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they need to take a page out of the NBA's book. And I know they don't want to do this, but they need to find a way to kind of create a bubble within the bubble. Like, yo, you can't go, like I said last time, going home is not in the picture. You got to go to the hotel, and you got to keep these people isolated and give them a video game, give them something to keep them isolated, give them food, whatever the case may be. But they're going to have to do that for a whole season. That's until we get a vaccine, until things get better. But until then, that's the only way, because I got a funny feeling that we're going to have some cases in the NFL. And it's going to have an outbreak.
Yeah, I believe they're going to have cases. But I think, like I said, some of their protocols currently right now it's a 4-day period. So what they're doing is they're allowing players to come in. You're going to get tested twice, back to back. Then you're supposed to go home and isolate. Now, that's where me and you are on the same page of I wouldn't send them home. I would basically house them in the hotel facility that's by our practice facility, because obviously you wouldn't build it to have a hotel right next to it. Gotcha. So I would basically send them to the hotel, because that's where everybody should be housed at anyway, because that's how you control it, right? Because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop the number of ways it can possibly be contracted.
Facts.
So you feel me? You put them in a hotel, and then I guess they come back so they go get tested back to back. They get a day off, and then they come back after the 3rd day. After that 3rd test, then that comes back negative. Then they're allowed to start entering facilities, and then they just gonna kind of test more around the clock after that, just so people can start getting physicals and start taking stuff. But it's gonna be a slow progression, and they're not necessarily going to even be in pads up until almost like August 12th. That's when phase 2 of So basically what they looking at it is 2 weeks of a bunch of testing to make sure to see how many players got it, don't got it. If players do, that basically give them the same 2 weeks to get uncovided or whatever the case is. And then that's kind of how they're doing it. So it's not going to be a normal kind of training camp. And so that's what they're trying to do. So from August 17th through September 6th, from August 17th through September 6th, is going to be 14 padded practices allowed. But even with that, the first practice only can be 90 minutes, and then it's a 15-minute increase, but no practices can go past 120 minutes.
So because if I'm not mistaken, we're not going to have preseason games, right?
No. So preseason's out. So that's why they're able to do what I just kind of explained, because they're going to drag out. Well, I would say drag out. They're going to elongate the testing part to try to gradually work into the football and everything, with the hopes that the test results come between a 0 to 5% positivity rate. So that's what they're trying to stay in between 0 to 5%.
With no preseason games, that's going to hurt a lot of those low round picks. I mean, those higher round picks in regards to the 5th, 6th, 7th round. Because how do you show any kind of progression now if, you know what I'm saying? I think they're probably going to be doing scrimmages then. That's the only thing I can think of. They're going to probably be doing like in college, where you have red versus white, and you get to identify if you want to keep somebody or not. Or they may even say, you know what, due to the COVID right now, we can't afford to bring you a part of our team, and then we'll work with you, and then, you're going to get cut possibly.
They've already did that, because you're supposed to head into training camp. So a normal training camp, you head in with 90 players. Excuse me. Currently, right now, they've already cut that down to about 80-something. So if you think about it, 10 players being cut from 32 teams, that's already 320 players who ain't even get a chance.
Okay, mathematics right there. I see you right there.
And quick math. So that's what I'm saying. So it's already been cut from 90 to like 80 something.
Right.
You only can carry 53, but the evaluation process of a normal setting, allows that. So you carry 53, and then you got 10 of your practice squad. So that basically gives you 63 players total. So from 80 to 63, you feel me, that's 17 players that's going to have to be cut in between this training camp situation.
Yeah,
so
they
that means
pretty much got a month.
You, as a rookie or somebody, trying to make the team, because, it's some vets that get cut during this time too, though. Like,
yeah, not just rookies. I'm just saying, usually when you do like, what's that show that used to come on HBO again? Hard Knocks.
It's coming on, but this year they're doing 2 teams.
Yeah, so
they're doing both LA teams.
Yeah, when you see the Hard Knocks, you see them, those people that's like 5th, 6th, 7th round. That's their opportunity when they play in the preseason to see if they're going to make the team or not. And not having that, they're going to have to do the red versus white or whatever the colors is, blue versus white, green versus white, whatever the case may be, to try to get some kind of look on these people and see if they got any upside, or you just like, nah, we can wave on him and go with what we got right here. So this is going to be big for a lot of people. And it's also, again, to start a season without actually playing preseason is going to be monumental, because that means when you actually start real games, that means they matter. You know what I'm saying? So then, how we was talking about, you can't get hurt with your quarterback, whatever the case may be. Now, that's the benefit when you have no preseason. But now you're going to have to, as a quarterback, these dudes try to take your head off, bruh. It ain't going to be that sweet. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You know what I mean? But so I don't know how it's going to pan out with no preseason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's going to impact the most, you know what I'm saying, in regards to experience and making a team. I know 5th, 6th, and 7th seed rounds are going to be in trouble. I just wish them the best, to be honest.
And I mean, even though the even ones that's even worse is the undrafted free agents, the ones who didn't get drafted, end up signing to the team, because there are so many undrafted free agent stories of Philip Lindsay.
Right.
You feel me? Who's going to be, how can we have a Philip Lindsay if he don't get a chance to showcase himself like he did in the preseason with Denver? And, then he became a starting running back and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So some of those beautiful storylines of that player who didn't get a chance to get drafted, made the team, and then balled out, like we lose out on a lot of those stories too from those players just on this. So it's just, man, it's going to be interesting. But again, just like the NBA, this season going to test you in a different way.
Yeah, it is.
This season going to test you in a different way. But I've also been hearing that some NFL teams are leaning towards having fans, not at a max capacity, but they're leaning towards having about, if NFL stadium holds 70,000 fans, they leaning towards about 15,000.
What's the purpose? If you got 15,000 fans going to a game, you're going to be lining up. That's 15,000 possibilities of catching COVID-19. And then you're going to put them in the game, put them in the field, and spread them out. What's the purpose of 15,000 if you can't hear them? The beauty of having a stadium is everybody's so jam-packed that the noise is amplified. If I got 15,000, they all spread out around, you're going to hear the same thing. It's not going to be any different. So what do you need to have people at the game for?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
The NFL is showing that all the reasons why they are so far behind with a contingency plan, with the ability. I don't know if they're going to be able to have a full season, first of all, because they doing it like people in San Diego. Like COVID don't exist. They're like, first of all, they didn't want to test daily. They was like, we can do every other day. What are you talking about, do every other day? These are men putting their life on the line.
Because they feel that, you feel me? I'm kind of in the same ballpark, because I feel like if I test you and you don't have it, and I test the 90 people around you and everybody don't have it, as long as, again, they're going back to the same bubble and doing the same things they did, then you more than likely shouldn't have it. That's just kind of how,
But look at Zion. Zion left. if we even talk about basketball, he got tested every day.
Yeah. Because that's just part of the NBA's protocol. But
that's
remember,
what the NFL needs to have. If you go home, you need to get tested at home. It ain't no just stay quarantined. You don't know what people doing at home. How you
but they are not going home untested. They're going home after back-to-back tests and then coming back to see their results.
But they get back-to-back tests on the same day, though.
No, they getting back-to-back tests in 2 different days. So they getting the test, then they come back and get another test.
But that's what I'm saying. So. Okay, I get tested on Monday. When my next test?
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
And then when I get tested on Tuesday, so on Monday, do I go home?
That's the part that I'm unclear on. That's the part that's not, because it says after back-to-back tests, you get sent home. So my thing is where are they going? Yeah, where are they going on the back-to-back test dates?
I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But when I'm reading, as I'm looking at it, it don't really give what's going on, because it says starting Tuesday, players show up, they take tests back-to-back days, then go home and self-isolate for 24 hours before returning on day 4 to take another test.
Yeah.
So where they go for the back-to-back days?
That's unclear. Really unclear.
That's really, because it clearly says they go home after the back-to-back days.
Yeah.
So what are they doing in the back-to-back days?
I have no idea. If they're putting them in somewhere like a hotel facility or something for that, why just not do that? Why just not do that?
Or maybe that's what they mean. So maybe the interpretation is wrong. Maybe they are in that facility, but you just don't get tested 3 consecutive days. You get a day off, then you come back. I think. Hopefully, I think that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the hotel. You in there for back-to-back days. Then you get a day off from being tested, and then you come back to.
If you're going to be in the hotel, that's my point. If you're going to be in a hotel, just stay in a hotel.
Yes, I'm saying. That's what I hope. I don't necessarily know.
Stay in the hotel throughout this. Look, man, I'm tell you this. NFL, listen to me, man. Just stay in the hotel. Look, I get it. It's just if you sign up to play, then you can't see your fam because there's too many loopholes where somebody can contract it. You can go to the store. You can go be like Lil Will, go get some wings. Leave some wings. And he had to get permission to leave. You already able to go and leave. You can go anywhere in one day and come back. Get some wings, go eat, go turn up. Come on, man. It's too many loopholes. And it brings us to my last point before we get to the hot seat. Should the NFL have a bubble? Because they're not talking about having, like, orchestrating a bubble, but do you think the NFL should have a bubble?
As long as they are bubbling within their cities or their training camps and all that stuff. Like, what I'm interested to see is how baseball is doing this, because you see baseball, they have it to where basically the West teams are playing on the West, the Central is playing on the Central, and the East is playing on the East. But teams still have to travel to different locations. Yeah. So that's why I'm excited to see like how they doing all that and how this next wave of games is going to go, because I said teams have traveled in already, how they doing all that. And I think the NFL is probably going to look at baseball to see how did they do that, because MLS is in one bubble in one place, and MLS has 0 positive tests since they've been started. 0.
MLS? The soccer league, right?
Soccer league. So since they started,
they're all in one location, though.
Yes, I'm saying since they started the bubble, they have 0 positive tests. As far as I know, the NBA has 0 positive tests. The WNBA has positive tests since being in the bubble. And hockey has not got started yet for us to hear more about that.
Right.
I think the NFL is going to kind of wait to see. I mean, not wait to see, but see how baseball handled the traveling or whatever the case is. But as long as you bubble them within the cities, kind of like I've articulated 3 shows ago, I think you should be fine.
You know, I hear you. I definitely hear you. But the simple fact that even with the MLB, they had an outbreak already. We just started. So obviously there's some flaws in their program. I don't know how it works, but there's proof that it's not fully working. There's only 2, knock on wood, there's only 2 bubbles that have been legit, MLS in the NFL. I mean NBA.
And TBT was legit too.
And TBT. They're showing you guys the blueprint right in front of your faces. It's right here. And then the simple fact that the NFL wants to bring fans to the game. MLB ain't even got no fans to the game. And y'all want to bring fans to the game? That shows you that the NFL don't care about their players. They don't care about their players. They only care about the bread, which we already know, but they're putting it in broad daylight. You don't care about your players. At least the NBA do care about the players a little bit. Damn. They at least care. They're doing things with the Black Lives Matters. You know what I'm saying? They got them in the bubble and keeping them safe. They're getting their money. It's all about money at the end of the day, but they at least showing that they do care about the health. The NFL don't give a damn, and I'm sorry. Roger Goodell don't give a good damn. That's the real. He don't give a good damn.
A good damn.
He don't give a good damn.
That's good.
That's real. That is real because they're tiptoeing around the subject. Bro, you need a bubble within a bubble. You can't go home. Once you start training camp, once you start that, look, you're in this hotel for the remainder of the season, from here for 4 months out. The NBA sacrificed that. They knew what they was getting themselves into, and they sacrificed that. MLS sacrificed that. You got to make sacrifices. You can't have the best of both worlds. You can't have what?
So would you in this situation kind of take a page out of the ML book and try to centralize how much traveling?
Even with the centralized traveling, you still had an outbreak. Now, if the MLB didn't have an outbreak, then yeah, I'll say try that. They didn't have a
but the thing is like with the Miami Marlins getting this outbreak, they didn't get an outbreak until they left, right? Technically. So
right, we don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
So according to the reports, they left Miami, which was a hotbed for COVID, right?
Right.
Miami. Went to Philly. I don't really know Philly's numbers, but I don't think it's been a hotbed.
Yeah.
Played, and then before they came back, that's when they started noticing the outbreak. But they were being tested regularly leading up to that because spring training and all that stuff was going on. They was fine. So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
How did they catch it?
Where and how, and what is MLB's protocols as far as they bubble? Like, are players like the NBA not allowed to leave once they go? Or are you letting your players, like, if they hungry, yeah, man, go ahead and go down there and give you something to eat? Like, are they letting y'all be normal citizens? That's a part of the thing, because with the NFL, it can work if, again, everybody's in that hotel. We bringing food to you. We doing all the things, but you don't have to leave.
But that's the bubble, though.
That's what I'm saying. And if they do that, they're going to increase their chances to be productive. But if they like, we're going to put y'all in a hotel, but y'all can still live like normal citizens, that ain't going to work.
But here's my thing. They're not even putting them in a hotel, bro. They're not. They're letting them go home. And when you go home, you giving them the trust to the players to isolate themselves. And I get it. You got to hold yourself accountable. You got to be responsible. But, man, you got to be strict if you want a season. If you really care about the money, you got to be strict. But Roger Goodell don't give a Roger Goddamn. And that's just the real of the matter is, man. And hopefully they can see what happened to the MLB, though we don't know all the ins and outs of how the outbreak happened. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not a good look for the MLB because the season can be cut off just like that if another outbreak happens.
They just going to get rid of teams. They will cut off the season.
But that's what I mean. And then how you going to have a season when you only got 10 teams? You're already playing 60 games.
Hey, listen.
You get what I'm saying?
Miami and Philly may be about it here.
I feel it. I think NFL needs the bubble. I really do. I think they need a bubble. I do. I think they need a bubble within a bubble. Once they start season, no, you can't go home. You in this hotel. And once this game's over, we traveling. And once we get to the hotel, we testing. You test negative, you good to go to your room. You test positive, you go to quarantine or whatever the case may be, and you isolate. And we keep this protocol going. We got private jets. You got the money. Let's do what we need to do to make sure these players are safe. I don't give a damn about your money, Roger Goodam, if you don't care about the players' health. All right? Make sure these players are safe. All right? And then you make your money. But going around and like you don't care, and you got people putting out tweets and putting out public statements just to create a contingency plan, that's sad. Come on, man.
I'm not here to disagree with that, man. I'm not here to disagree. I'm just trying to offer a little bit of what they can do. I
feel it. But we had our segment with the hot seat. I'm on the hot seat.
Yeah, man. And this seat is going to be interesting. Because you're a Falcon fan.
I'm a Falcon fan, yes.
So let's see how much Falcon history you really know.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see how much of a real Falcon fan you claim to be. The dirty. Yeah.
It depends on the question, man.
28-3. That's an easy question, huh? What was the score when y'all blew?
I was at least reasonable on when it came.
You weren't reasonable. You didn't get no multiple. Like I didn't get multiple numbers or choices.
I gave you what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And I gave you a post that just got posted, I believe, today. So everything was easy and you still got it wrong. So if you're gonna make it hard, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I'm not making it hard. I'm giving you options. You got 4 options in each question. So it's not gonna be hard. You just gotta pick one.
Okay, let's get it.
All right. Question number 1. Who was the all-time leader rushing in Falcon history? Is it A, Michael the Burner Turner? B, Gerald Riggs? C, Jamal Anderson? Or D, Ward Dunn? Don't be over there cheating, looking at your phone. I need your eyes. I need your eyes.
Yeah, my eyes, man. Those tough. Those is tough. Ah, man. Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
And the crazy thing is they not even separated by that much either.
I know. I'm going with my man T.
Michael the Burner Turner?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Wrong. Yeah, it was Gerald Riggs. 6,631 yards from the years of 1982 to 1988.
Man, I wasn't born in that, but that's cool. It is what it is.
I all-time leader rusher.
But I wasn't born in that, though. Come on, man.
Don't want to hear
It's all good. It's all good.
You supposed to know your all-time. I know most of the Raiders all-time, if not all.
I wasn't looking all into that, man. But it's all good. Come on. Let's get it.
All right. Who is the Falcons' all-time interception leader? All time. Or who had the most interception as a Falcon between these 3 players? Deion Sanders, Ray Buchanan, or D'Angelo Hall? Which one of those 3 had the most interceptions as a Falcon?
The most. As a Falcon.
As a Falcon. Ooh, this got hot. Yeah, hot Atlanta. That boy over there thinking. Got that man.
Oh, man. All time.
Yeah, between those 3 players. You feel me? And these are all people that you should know. I'm
going with my man Bew.
Ray?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. You finally got something right.
You damn right. You damn right. Let's get it. Because that's stuff I know.
Yeah. Last one.
All right.
Out of the 4 QBs who have started a minimum of 70 games as a Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback, which quarterback has the highest winning percentage? Is it A, Chris Chandler, B, Matt Ryan, C, Michael Vick, or D, Steve Bartkowski?
Ooh.
Out of the minimum 7, all these dudes had a minimum of 70 starts. Who has the highest winning percentage? Chris Chandler, Matt Ryan, Mike Vick, or Steve Bartkowski?
That is a tough one.
Yeah, I know. You talked about hot. I wanted to bring it to you.
That's hard right there.
Woo.
The highest winning percentage. That's tough. Oh man.
Yeah, it's tough being a Falcon fan.
That is tough. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. First
time. Time.
I'm going with man. I'm going
you got two quarterbacks that went to the Super Bowl.
I know.
Ooh, you got another one that was.
I'm gonna go Maddie, man. I know I probably got this one wrong, but I'm gonna go Maddie.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are definitely wrong.
It was Chandler, huh?
It was Mike Vick. Mike Vick has a career winning percentage of 57.1.
But we didn't go to playoffs a lot with Atlanta though, with Mike Vick.
Yeah, but it's not the playoffs included, man. This is regular season. Mike Vick. Mike Vick is 40, 30, and 1.
That's not good.
And Matt Ryan was, I think, is 125 and like 97. But their percentages is only separated by 0.%. So like Matt Ryan is 56.
I knew I was close.
Yeah.
I knew I was close. I live with that. I was close. And you gave me some hard questions.
Yeah, about your team though. I didn't give you some randoms.
I know. I know
you hit me last week.
I gave you questions that just happened in current events. Every question I gave you was within a 2-day span. You gave me questions from 10 years, but it's good. It's good. I like it.
Last week you said who's the all-time sack person, and I'm just supposed to know it. Like who's the all-time sack person?
You got that right though.
Choices.
You got it right because it was easy. We all know that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I lost this week. Reasons lost this week. But let's just know my test was the LSAT. Your test was a pre SAT test. It wasn't even a real one. It was a fake one. It was a practice test.
It was about your team. Your team.
No, I'm saying my test that I took from you was the LSAT. The test I gave you was a pre-test on the section. It wasn't even on the pre-SAT, the whole SAT. You only got a section. You only got the reading section, and you got that wrong. All right? I had to go through the whole LSAT and without studying, you know what I'm saying? And I still did all right. You got something that was Luke Cole, but it's all good. He got me this week, y'all. We both lost this week, but it is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, y'all always remember to talk that talk. Hey, what you got to say for the fans and the people before we get up out of here, man?
One thing we didn't talk about or add into is that one player has opted out of playing this season. The Chiefs guard, Laurent Duvernay Tardif. If I probably misspelled that or missaid that.
Okay.
But he's opted not to play because he has other medical conditions that he doesn't want to risk. So we have one player in the NFL that is opting out. And I respect the man for putting his health and wealth first. And, I guess he's going to get a $150,000 stipend, and it's going to be spread out through the season.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. $150,000 chill at the crib. So, bruh. All right. But anything else you want to say to people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Hey, NFL may be back. Tune in. You already know, man. Them Las Vegas Raiders, baby.
Okay.
See my rookies getting signed, signing in them jerseys. Shout out to my man Damon Arnett and Henry Ruggs II.
Yeah.
Get it.
But it's all good. I'm going to do some more research on my team. So if I ever get questions again about my Atlanta Falcons that's not current, then I'll make sure I know my old school stuff, because all the questions was old school. Nothing was really current, okay? But it's good. Hey, we're about to get up out of here. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And always remember to talk that talk. Peace. Oh, no. I don't want to do